A disaster that shook the old market to the core, and a community dedicated to rising from the ashes. M's Pub was once a thriving asset to the restaurant scene in the old market, but after the fire in early January, the building sits an empty shell. But the Salvation Army has stepped in to make a difference for M's Pub.
Those employees who are affected by the fire can come to us and get the assistance that they might need.
Major Greg Thompson of the Salvation Army says assistance is available to anyone affected by the fire.
Two ways that people can go through the process of getting some assistance. They could actually call us right here at the Salvation Army. We have a number, a hotline number, 898-7537. They're welcome to call that. They can come to our offices at 107th and Burt, and we will direct them over to our EDS department, and they can get help from there.
The idea for the fund came from Bright Ideas owner Travis Freeman. His building burned down in 2005, so he knew just what the pub was going through.
Because I knew what a fire does to employees and your people and just the devastation. So I wanted to start this disaster relief fund for the employees of the old market.
We really go on a case-by-case basis. So in some cases you may be working with somebody who has a larger need and they might want to go farther, or you might be working with someone who has a lesser need and then you only need to help them once.
While the future of the restaurant is up in the air, it is clear the employees of M's Pub are in good hands. For the Omaha News, I'm Jared Kennedy.
The Bennington Library is in need of a spacious upgrade. Since the city can't do much, the Friends of the Bennington Library campaign and Chairman Ingrid Geisman are sure to help.
We are currently working on a couple different things for 2016. We have the Grants Committee researching appropriate grants for our project. Because of where we are with the project, this does show foundations that we are applying for that the community is in support of our project.
The Friends of the Bennington Library are halfway near their goal of $1.1 million. With help from the community, that goal seems to be more realistic.
We are very optimistic that we will continue on the pace that we have since November 2014 when we really did kick off the campaign.
Director of the library, Lisa Flaxbeard, says she is very grateful for the community's support.
I think it says a lot about the community and how much they care about the community. It's been amazing, the people that have been involved in this campaign.
The main conflict the board is facing is gaining more usable space for the library.
Well, as you know, through the campaign, we're trying to get more space, and we definitely have not had adequate space to really be able to serve our patrons the way they really deserve to be served.
The Bennington Library is focused on 3 words: imagine, expand, empower. With the Omaha News, I'm Justin Eidelman.
Dating websites are extremely popular with college students. Dating is different from what it was 10 years ago. Some might argue even the fact that dating has changed within the past 5 years.
Yeah, I've done it a couple times on a couple different sites, like Tinder, mostly Tinder, really.
Finding love online is never a guarantee, but still many log online and register to sites like Twitter, eHarmony, and Love on the Run every day, trying to find more than just a fling.
Assistant Sociology Professor here at UNO, Dr. Dan Hawkins had this to say.
I can certainly say anecdotally that people don't seem to be embarrassed about saying that they met somebody online. That used to be almost a secret in the past. You'd make up a story.
With all of the benefits of dating online, it's hard to imagine that the risks outweigh the fun.
I think the good advice that applies to, old-fashioned dating applies to online dating.
Although the questions like dating websites like eHarmony asks its consumers are fairly basic, no one can be certain if the science involved in these questions are actually working to the consumer's benefit.
Shouldn't give out more information than you feel comfortable with. If somebody's making you feel uncomfortable, that might be a sign that needs to end. If you decide to physically meet up with somebody else should always know where you are, like a good friend.
From the Omaha News, I am Sierra Watson.